Welcome to another edition of Luthier's Lair. This time I'm going to be focusing on the completion of a Falcon Series II base. It's a deluxe model. Oh, somebody likes me. And we're going to get it completed today, probably. And most of it's been built. You've probably seen it on the Facey if you follow. And there's been nothing on YouTube about this particular base, so I thought I would show the finishing steps for this base. So with that in mind, let's get on with it. Yes, finished. Okay, here we go then. This is a Swamp Ash bodied bass guitar. Like I said, some people on social media have probably seen photographs of it. This was carved out on my CNC machine to the new design specification of the Falcon Series II. It contains two dual coil slimline soap bar pickups, and the circuitry is called the Greta Mark I Falcon Series II circuit. Sorry, standing in your way there. Yep, and that's named after the Greta bass, the Falcon Series II that I made for Franco Di Donato, the great Italian bassist. You can see the bridge wires still hanging out, but I expect there to be no noise when I plug this in. I've turned everything down right now, so we're going to plug this in and see if everything works. Switch on my little Katana amp up here that you can't see, it's out of shot. So there's no volume yet. Let's turn up the volume and put the bass, middle and treble to the midpoints, and turn that all the way back so that we're getting bridge only. Yes indeed. Sorry. Yep, series parallel working. Let's go to the neck pickup. Yep, let's pick up blend it, and it's working fine. Bass up, middle right up, treble right up, and there's no noise. Hardly any noise at all. When I ground that, there'll be less than no noise. Slightly more noise there, but when that's grounded, we'll be fine, because I'm in a series mode here, much more output from the pickups in series mode. Resistance goes higher, of course. But yeah, everything's working good. Now I just need to get these pickups in place, and we'll attach the neck. And I did something special with the headstock in this, something that is an option if you want, and we'll go look at that next. Okay, so we're getting the pickup rings on now. Just manually screwing them in. The pickups have now been screwed in, tensioned. Just do a preliminary tension. And I do like to use hand tools for this, because this is kind of a delicate operation. Just to make sure everything sizes up, you know. And it's starting to look splendiferous, a little bit like a bass guitar. So yeah, next I'll be fitting the bridge, and then we'll get the neck on there. And actually we've got to put the tuning heads and all that stuff on the neck, then I'll fit the neck. Okay, and obviously I've got to do this bugger first as well, so I need to look out my output jack plate and fit that as well. And I'll do that before I do the bridge, because I'll put it in the vise, and the bridge won't get in the way then. So cool. Excuse me. Yes, so just a quick check. fitted the jack plate, put that in there, switch it on, and wow, it's so quiet. Just make sure everything's okay, make everything up to the max. Both pickups and neck pickup. Okay, good. Right, we're ready to fit the bridge. Then after I fit the bridge, the body will go aside and I will get the neck prepared for installation. Fantastic. Okay, I've threaded these holes here using a bit of I ran out of Vaseline this morning. Yeah, don't ask. And yeah, so I'm using a bit of detergent as a lubricant. That works very well. Used to use that when I was making telescopes, believe it or not. Yes, I used to make telescopes. So let's place this bridge on here. And why am I using a bridge that is not designed for a headless base? Well, we'll get to that when you see the neck. So I'm going to put a screw here. I'm going to put a screw here. And this time I'm going to use a little hand screwdriver, because power tool screwdriver, because these are already pre-threaded, so they should go in no problem. You just take it easy, not tight. You want to, you know, play around a little bit. Have a little bit of play, and there's play in there still. P-L-A-Y, play away, way, play away, play away, play away, play. Sorry, I might show my age to UK viewers here. Oh, sorry. Okay, that's good. Nice and easy with it. It's quicker than doing it by hand. Saves your hands a bit, but you've got to be careful, you know. You don't want to take the head off the screw, you know. That really sucks. Okay, that's the torque on that, and that, and nip up the sides. And that's the bridge installed. As you saw, I had the copper tape underneath there to put the bridge wire on, so there's nice connections there. And it looks pretty good. Yeah. There it goes, polishes up very nice. And I love these are hip shot kick-ass high mast bridges. Love them. And that looks like a base body now, doesn't it? I'm not going to put the knobs on. I've only got 3 out of 5 of the Avalon top hat ones that I like. So while I'm waiting on them to come in, I can set this aside now and I can take a look at the neck and get everything fitted on the neck. So cool, let's go do that. So yeah, here's the neck of this. It's a solid piece of ebony. That's the nut. I like to do that. Very resilient. Not the same as a metal or whatever, but you know, I might replace it with a brass nut. I don't know. We'll see. But you can see this base has a headstock. So if I only make Falcon Series II's headless, how do I make it into a headstock? I always make the necks headless, bar none. And here's an example of it, yet to be carved. This was the last manual one I did without CNC, but you know, I have a series of headstocks that I can slip on. They're called the Gazzbass head sleeves, and you know, you can put them on and have a headstock base instead of a headless base. That's what I did with this one. I'll just take this out of the way right now. And I've got some nice Schaller tuners in there, ready to go. Polish that off there. And you know, to hide the join here, I've got a nice plaque of Bubinga with my logo engraving in it and the model of the bass. On the back right now, I don't have anything. Right now, I just wanted to size this up, the first time I've done this. But you can see, there's the join, everything's sanded down nice and smooth. I might put a plaque in here, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, the fingerboard still, as you can see, there's no dot inlays in this fingerboard, and this was to specification by the customer. Didn't want that. He wanted there's still tape on here from when I was finishing it. See, there's still dot markers on the top of the fingerboard there, but very much like a Status Series 1000 type deal. There's no inlays in the neck, and this is in fingerboard, and the fingerboard is oak, sealed and polished. And then we've got this nice little ebony nut, so it's all natural wood, this one. I'm really looking forward to seeing if it's going to be playworthy. I believe it is. I mean, the neck's very adjustable. I've tried it without even putting it in the guitar. I've adjusted the truss rod to see the bend in the neck and stuff, and it looks really good. And I do like this idea that if you want it headed or headless, instead of just making up a new CAD program, I can just cut the neck as is, because it's always precise, and cut a headstock to fit, and it comes in various shapes and sizes, you know. This one's called the Pangborn, for obvious reasons. I think you'll agree. This one's called the Pallas, after a Greek god. I do have a couple of other designs, and here's a real Pangborn right there. And you see, it just, you know, the design, it just fits. So, you know, whatever you like. And that's the beauty about this. You have any shaped headstock you like. You can have a really mental one if you like, if you're mental. But yeah, that'll go down there, there. May need string retainers here, but you know, we'll go from there. Awesome. So folks, time to attach the neck. Yes indeed, and what better than this, my adopted country. That's nice, isn't it? I'll go on the back and we'll get that attached. Let's go. There you go, neck is bolted on. This is blending in beautifully, and yeah, so that's the bolt-on neck. Let's turn it round. There we have it, right there. Just need to put on the truss rod cavity, but I'll leave that actually till the very end. Put some strings on it. The frets still need work, but I need to know that it's going to be good under tension and the neck's going to behave. After that, I'll just dress the frets and we'll be fine. Awesome. Well, this is going to be a two-parter. I had the first failure on these certain tuners that I usually buy from Schaller. I'm sorry to say this. They failed. The gear mechanism in one of the tuners failed. So I'll be asking for a return set, and I will return the faulty components to Schaller. But they've always been cool with me, so it's no problem. It's just, you know, an extra 5 days that's going to elapse before I can actually see what this bass is going to sound like. But anyway, C'est la vie. Such is life. And you know, hey, if you're interested, tune in next week. We'll get this base done, and yeah, all that remains for me to say is stay safe, be good. I'll catch you next time. If you like what I'm doing here on the channel, please subscribe, ring that bell so you know that any notification of any new videos I'm going to make and be dumping on YouTube. And please give me a thumbs up, it helps up very, very awesomely. That was pretty crap. Anyway, so thanks for watching. I'm going to go and watch the snooker now. You know, it's the Snooker World Championships, and I used to be a pretty good snooker player, so anyway, catch you next time. Take care, everyone. Cheers. Bye-bye.